Welcome to the Explainer. If you're looking to totally optimize that home entertainment setup and really want to master side-loading modern streaming apps, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're exploring a very specific topic: deploying the Streamflix Reborn application right onto your Android or Fire TV ecosystem. Having this kind of control over your hardware is an absolute game changer, so let's get right into it. Okay, let's dive into this. Here is our roadmap for today. We're going to cover Meet Streamflix Reborn, do a quick device compatibility check, go through the step-by-step installation, talk about staying safe and secure, and wrap up with the pros and cons. Let's get to it. So, Phase 1, Meet Streamflix Reborn. Just a quick introduction to the app. Now, what's really interesting about this app, specifically we're talking about version 1.7.226 from July 2026, is that it's a pretty notable unverified streaming APK. And yeah, an APK is just an Android application package. But the real standout feature here? Total convenience. It gives you a super polished interface and one-click play functionality. The kicker is, you don't even need to integrate a premium debraid service. You know, those paid third-party subscriptions for high-speed links? Yeah, Streamflix Reborn bypasses that completely. No paid subscription needed to unlock content. It is built entirely for immediacy. Moving on to Phase 2, our device compatibility check. Let's see what hardware actually works here.
Okay, so this app plays beautifully with standard Amazon Fire Sticks, Fire TVs, generic Android or Google TV boxes, and literally even your mobile Android devices. But listen up, because there is one critical exception: the Fire TV Stick Select. Basically, Amazon transitioned that specific model over to run on their in-house Vega OS. They essentially ditched the underlying Android operating system on that one. Because Streamflix Reborn is an Android-based app, it absolutely will not function on Vega OS. So knowing that distinction right off the bat is going to save you a ton of frustration.
All right, Phase 3, the step-by-step installation. Let's actually walk through the deployment process. For the first part of this, you're going to need a utility called Downloader. It lets us grab files you just won't find in official app stores. First thing, open up your Downloader app and select the search bar. Now, pay close attention here. You need to input this specific 6-digit shortcode, 250931, and then click Load. That exact code safely redirects you straight into the TroyPoint toolbox, which is basically a centralized hub for all these utility files we need. Let's move to Phase 2 and see how this builds. Once you're inside the toolbox, scroll down and click the TV version of Streamflix to download it. Go ahead and click Install. But wait, when it's finished, click Done instead of Open. Why? Well, because you want to select Delete on the installation file and then click Delete a second time to confirm it. Trashing that raw APK file after you install it cleans up your system and frees up some incredibly valuable storage space on your device. Finally, connect to your VPN and boom, you are ready to launch the app. Okay, Phase 4, staying safe and secure. We really need to talk about compliance and risk for a minute. Whenever you're dealing with unverified apps from outside the official stores, you really have to stop and ask the most critical question: is Streamflix Reborn actually legal, and is it safe? When it comes to the legality side of things, our source maintains a completely neutral stance. They state, TroyPoint recommends only accessing media not protected by copyright, such as those that fall under public domain status. Look, because this is an unverified app, it's just impossible to independently verify if the developers actually hold the proper licensing for the media it scrapes. So that legal ambiguity, it falls entirely on the end user. In fact, just to safely test the app, the source actually used the classic public domain movie, Night of the Living Dead. So the crucial point here is that security requires your active participation. The source explicitly notes that they ran the Streamflix APK through VirusTotal, and the good news? The scan came back completely clean, zero malicious files or malware detected. However, and I cannot stress this enough, you must always connect to a secure VPN before opening unverified apps. Doing that encrypts your traffic and protects your digital footprint from being monitored by your internet service provider, your ISP, or any other third parties poking around. Absolute anonymity is a must-have when you're operating outside that verified app ecosystem. And finally, Phase 5, the pros and cons. Let's dive into a quick performance evaluation. This brilliantly illustrates the whole trade-off with unverified software. On the pro side, you get this incredibly sleek interface. It is literally 100% free and features one-click playback. No ads, no annoying paywalls. You've got an active developer pushing updates, built-in scrapers like TMDB for English content and Anime AV1 for anime, and it's all built on a transparent open-source codebase. Pretty great, right? But we have to contrast that with the cons. Because the app relies entirely on free scraped links and doesn't have premium dbrid integration, you are definitely going to hit more buffering and slower load times. Plus, you've got to remember that these projects are super volatile. They face constant threats of DMCA copyright takedowns, exactly like the original StreamFlix project that came before this Reborn version.